to another stream. We are back with another gig announcement today, and this one is another Ultimate Bounce. So, Ultimate Bounce are coming back on the 4th of October with kind of like a little small residence night stroke, just showcasing like local talent and putting some up and comers on. And the Ultimate Bounce team, they've invited me over to come and play again. They seem to invite me quite often. I seem to play out well. I think, in all honesty, since they launched, I've played every single event, which is, I'm very grateful that they keep booking me and I keep going and playing sets for them. It's definitely quite a fun vibe in that sense, and I'm looking forward to going back there again and playing another set. So that is most definitely something that is really really cool, and something that is sort of like really exciting. So the October bookings, they're starting to come in. I have another booking to announce for the following week. I'm just waiting on the artwork, and this is going to be absolutely fantastic as well. So I'm really looking forward to announcing that as well. So the October dates, they're starting to fill, and that is obviously really good. And then we have a gig for November, so they are slowly, and we've got a gig in December, so we are slowly filling the gaps within kind of like the final sort of stretch of the year, if you like. And the crazy thing is that this has been the busiest year for me in terms of gigs, and I think I mentioned this on another stream. But this has been the busiest year for me in terms of like doing gigs. Like, there's only been a very few weekends this year where I've not had a gig. So there's only, I think, in all fairness, we've done so far, we've nearly done we've nearly done a good 32 gigs this year. That is crazy. I think we've done somewhere around 29 or something like that. I think a couple of weeks ago I counted back all of the gigs that we've done, and then added in the ones that were kind of like to come. So like the ones that I hadn't done yet, like the Fusion Bounce in December, and just a few little things like that. Big shout to Zach Z, Zinks. That's how I'm just gonna pronounce your name, Zinks. So yeah, I counted sort of all the bookings that we'd done this year, and it came to something like 29, and that was, like I said, that was including like Fusion Bounce that hasn't taken place yet, and I think there was a couple of others that hadn't taken place, that now has obviously taken place. So it's a really really cool vibe. Ava, what is going on? So we've had this like really really busy year, and it's been really fun. I've actually played some really good gigs. I've actually played some of my favourite sets that I've ever played out. So that's obviously a really good thing. What's my favourite Harry Potter character? I've never really been a big fan of Harry Potter. But if I had to probably pick one, I would probably just say Harry Potter himself. Like, I've seen odd bits of Harry Potter, but I'm not clued up enough to tell you what it's about. So, I like it's not my thing. Like, I know I couldn't even like name you all of the characters. Like, that's how like not into Harry Potter I am. Like, I've just have heard of it, and I know what the logo looks like. I know what Harry looks like, and like, they always come on, like, on TV now and again. And if they've been on in the background, I've just, and I've been, like, I know my nan doesn't mind them, so I look like Doddy. I don't even know what that says, so you can go. People are going to spam. People will be unfortunately leaving. So yeah, so Ultimate Bounce is going to be a shed load of fun. Big shout to Cheese. It's not Matt Cheese, unfortunately. But yeah, we're looking forward to the 4th of October, and then the 5th of October we're in the book. So that's when we return back to Driffield, and that's when we go to the book, and we do a full night of pure music madness in the book. So that's really cool. And also today, believe it or not, I had a phone call from a promoter who has actually booked me for an event that is actually not until March next year. That is the craziest thing known to man. That it is not. We're not even at the end of. We're not even into like anywhere near Christmas yet, and we're already getting bookings for 2025. So that is like a really crazy thing for me, that we're having bookings already for 2025. That is like absolutely crazy for me. English or Spanish? Well, I speak English, so I'm obviously gonna pick English. When I was at school, we learned little bits of like we did French and Spanish, and for whatever reason, like out of the whole like two subjects, I just remember like how to count to 10 in Spanish, but like like I couldn't really give you a full conversation in Spanish. Like I can say hello, I can count to 10, I can say bye. Where am I from? I'm from Hull. I don't know if you can tell. Like I don't have like the most Hullist accent, because I only recently lived in Hull, about 5 years, but I lived just about 20 miles away from Hull before that, and I picked up like a real sort of Yorkshire kind of like countryside voice, if that makes sense. So like little market towns, little villages. So I've got that traditional sort of like East Yorkshire from that East Yorkshire sort of accent. So I'm from buzzing, man, absolutely buzzing. But yeah, I don't like I say I can count to 10 in Spanish, but that is about as far as it goes. And saying hello, goodbye, like hola, salud. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. That is about as much as I can speak. When it comes to Russian, however, I actually picked up a real little bit of Russian, and my mum had a friend who was Russian, who used to come round to our house when I lived at my mum's, and his English wasn't the best. His English, it was all right, but it wasn't the best. So I used to go onto Google Translate, and I used to just translate some English into Russian for him, and I just picked up a couple of basic words like hello is privet, how are you is kak dealer, BBC News is Novosti BBC, and Noshka means knee. So that was obviously that was obviously the whole vibe, of what I learned, and then I just more or less I just used to put daft things in to try and see if it knew what it was, and it was quite fun. I used to have a bit of a laugh with it. But when it comes to languages, like I'm not a big I never was really big on like learning other languages, because I just thought like I am who I am, like, and I don't really go. I mean, I've never really been abroad. I went to Disneyland Paris once, and that is like the furthest I've been abroad. So like for me, unless like there was ever really a need to ever go anywhere, like if I'm DJing somewhere, then fair enough. So funniest looking person I've ever seen. And you're the quickest person I've ever banned from the channel. So see you later, alligator. Actually, I bet it didn't even let me ban him. Oh yeah, it did. It did. It took a while for it to say that he's gone. I don't know why we get trolls on. I don't know if they're just bots. I don't know why people like have nothing better to do with their lives than to basically just come onto somebody's YouTube and troll. Get a life. Life is too short. Like enjoy your life. Focus on what you're doing. Stay on your own lane. Don't worry about leaving daft comments. Like I don't go into people's streams and leave daft comments unless it's like a friend and I'm just having a bit of a laugh with him. But at the end of the day, people do what people want to do. You might not do things that I like, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna come into your stream and start giving you stick about it. I accept that that's what you enjoy doing and that's what you like. Like football, I've said this numerous times on streams. I cannot stand football. I hate it. Like you won't ever see me on a pitch. Like I kick a ball sometimes in the park just for fun. But I don't watch the football. I don't care. I don't support a team. I don't give a shite who wins. Um, but I understand that for people who are football fans and people who do support teams and want to watch the games, that's their cup of tea. That's what they're into, and I'm happy that that's what they're happy, enjoying, even if it's not something obviously that I enjoy. So anybody comes into the channel, anybody starts trolling or just leaves a stupid comment, like somebody asking where I'm from or like what languages can I speak? That's an alright normal question. Hello. But somebody who just puts a daft question or tries to leave a hate comment, they will be gone faster than they think. I will be straight onto them and they will be deleted and they will not be coming back to the channel to lock into any more live streams. Videos, by all means, you can do that. Big shout to Gustik, if that's how you say it, and it's sensitive. Where you're from and what language do you speak? So I'm obviously from Hull, and I just speak normal English, as you do. So So anyway, so Ultimate Bounce, the 4th of October. I've got another booking to announce in a couple of days, couple of weeks, maybe a week at the most, depending when the artwork's done. So the artwork did already come out. So unfortunately, there was a launch event that was taking place, and it was due to take place in another town, and the venue unfortunately shut down in the other town. And after a little bit of discussion, the venue has now moved, and it's actually moved really close to where I live. So I basically some DJs couldn't now make the new date and the new venue, so they were asking for some DJs, and yeah, what can I say? So there we go. So I'll be announcing that one in a couple of days as well. Can I speak? I've never heard of that. Yiddish? Is that? Do you know what? Like part of me thinks you're actually trolling me, right? But part of me is like, is there actually a language out there called Yiddish? To the point where I'm actually gonna go to translate now just to see if there's a language called Yiddish. I don't think there is. No, no, there isn't that I can see on here. Imagine if there actually was a language called Yiddish. Oh, there actually is. Hang on, I take everything back. There is actually a language called Yiddish. Let's go from English to Yiddish. I'm very intrigued now. Let's have a look. Let's go from English to Yiddish. Okay, so I'm just going to put a simple hello. You can't actually... Hella. Oh, the little microphone thing doesn't even work. For me, a Russian speaker, you speak too fast, I get lost. I can speak Russian. Привет. Как дела? Новости. Jeez. I want to see if anything else. Yeah, for whatever reason, you can't use the microphone for Yiddish. That's a shame. I wanted to hear what it sounded like. But you can't. That's a shame. Let's go to Russian. If I could eat any animal, what would it be? Well, it'd probably be something like either like a pig or a cow, because we have like sausage and bacon and stuff, and we kind of already do eat like pigs and cows and stuff. So if I had to, if I had to obviously pick something, I think I'd just go for that. But I suppose like if you're on about like a little bit more of a like weird animal, like then I suppose like um there wouldn't really be like a weird animal that I would eat unless I have to eat. So like unless I had to eat something like I was stranded on an island or something and I had no kind of like like it was eat that or eat nothing, then obviously I'd have to eat it because it's a matter of life and death. But like you know, like I say, it would just for me it would be like just a normal pigs, cows, whatever. I love money. I think everybody loves money, but what you've got to remember is money doesn't buy you happiness. So for me, like I know people out there and they work every day of the week and they work solid hours to the point where they can't even enjoy their hobbies because they have a job and their job gets in the way of their hobbies. But they have to do their job because it brings the money in. And that's what the government has programmed us to think and has programmed us to feel. So, so for me, happiness is key, not money, and money isn't happiness. So, like I work a part-time job, and it's not the best paid job in the world, but I get by and I'm happy, and that's all that matters for me. I could work in a factory on night shifts, and I could work 12-hour shifts every day of the week and overtime on a weekend and turn down a DJ booking because I'm at work. But like what would it be for? You get all these takeaway owners and takeaways are open, 7 days a week, and they're some takeaways are open until 2, 3 in the morning every single day of the week. And this guy, he can't go and enjoy a live concert on a Saturday night because that's when his takeaway is the busiest. And he might rake it in. He can drive around in a Merc. He can wear flashy clothes. But what's it for? He can't go out and enjoy nightlife because he's always at the takeaway, you know? As I understand, is there a discussion about different topics? I was trying to find Russian on here. Here it is.
Привет. Привет.
This one might be for you.
Привет. Мы в прямом эфире на YouTube говорим о деньгах.
If you understood that, leave me a comment. You said you was Russian. As I understand it, there are discussions about different topics or thoughts about one. I don't get the gist. Let's see.
Теперь вы поняли суть.
There you go. All about money.
Также говорим о таких вещах, как новости, работа.
Can I start fires with my glasses? No. Get a job. I've already got one and I'm in work tomorrow in the office at 9:30. So see you later, pal.
Я собираюсь скоро закончить эфир, так как завтра. Сегодня мне нужно идти спать на работу, так как в Великобритании уже за полночь.
There you go. Hopefully you understand your Russian quite well. Hopefully it comes up on the live quite well. I want to try something.
Мой хороший друг Джо Дан смотрит.
There you go.
Но не комментирую.
Can you type and then say computer says no?
Компьютер говорит нет.
Computer SYAS no.
Oh, that's my bad. I actually.
Computer says no.
Компьютер говорит нет.
There you go. I'm just literally. I'll show you. I'm just literally Google translating. like literally Google translating the life because why not?
Хороший так.
Good tag.
Тарк. Артур.
Do you have to stick your tongue out? Do you know what? I think it's just a habit.
Это привычка.
Do I have to be such a loser? No, I think it's just a habit, bro. What's my name? The name is Nobel. No, the name's Noble, bro. Now we have a stream on learning Russian. Yeah, we do. Well, my mum had a friend who was Russian, and his English wasn't the best, but he knew a fair bit of English. Oh no, I know you're not, Joe. Don't worry, I know you're not. Yeah, my mum had a friend who was Russian. He wasn't like too good on his English, but he wasn't bad. So like you could hold a basic conversation with him. But then because we're like from Hull and we use like Hull slang, he used to get like a little bit confused. So I used to use this and I used to type Russian for him. So he could understand a bit more what we were saying, and I just essentially learned a few basics of Russian while I was doing this. So I felt quite pleased.
Донкастер.
Okay, see you later, pal. Understood. Yes. I'm glad you understand. I'm glad you understand.
Великобритания не похожа на Россию. Очень разные.
Oh, this message is held for review. Why don't you go and finger your cat then? Oh dear. Unfortunately, it won't let me show the message to the viewers. That's funny. I think I'm in love, you're so handsome. Jesus Christ. See you later, pal. This is not Tinder. Bruh. Yes, of course they are different. You look like you know how to speak to trees. What? It's not really hard, is it? It's not really hard, is it? Like, I mean, it'd be very, very weird. Am I the hardest man in league? I'm not. I don't follow. Well, alright, if you're the hardest man, then I obviously can't be the hardest man. So that just makes no sense. Could you tell me more about your Okay.
Я диджей рейв-музыки на пультах и виниловых пластинках, играю в ночных клубах по всей Великобритании, а также пишу свои собственные песни.
To be fair though, your typing English is quite good. So like if I've been doing all of this typing and you aren't actually Russian, like you know what, like more fool me, but it'd actually be quite funny if I've just been like translating everything and you knew what I was saying all along. That'd be so funny. Matt's mum Susan. Who who, who names their channel that? Like, of all things, like you just sat there one day, right? And I don't know, I don't know, like we're gonna start a YouTube channel, right? And and you just decide that you're gonna name your channel Matt's mum Susan. Oh, that is one of the most funniest channel names that I have ever heard of in my whole entire life. Like, honest to God, man. Like, and I've seen some like weird names in my time. You know, like when it comes to like social media and accounts and Instagrams and Facebooks and PlayStation accounts. Like, wow. In Russian, everything is simpler, of course. There is no such diversity. How's Mike? I don't know. I don't know who Mike is. What kind of loser makes another YouTube account pretending to be somebody else? I know, right? But it's the name, innit, Joe? You know, like Matt's mum, Susan, because the thing about it, right? How many Matts is there in the world? To be completely honest, right? So like this could be any Matt's mum, and how many people are called Matt who actually have a mum named Susan, like in the world? You know, like there's probably so many Matts out there, and their mum is called Susan because like Matt and Susan is quite it's a common name. So like you don't really narrow it down like you know, oh, we're looking for Matt and mum's called Susan. Like, you know, Susan, your son is a monk. Oh dear. It just, I'm not gonna lie, it creased me up. Stop bullying my son, DJ. You're sad, bullying, and autistic. I can see messages that not everybody can see. Did you know that? Did you know that YouTube was banned in Russia? I actually didn't know that. You know. What did it get banned for? That's weird. YouTube was actually banned in Russia. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is. That's crazy. What the hell is just... Oh. Well, I better... There we go. Do I like... I don't like football at all. Motorbike racing for me. Motorbike racing, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, because I love motorbike racing, but many bloggers from Russia, because this has moved to other G's. But yeah, no. No offences to anybody who is a football fan, but I think football is a puff sport. And I think, you know, there's no comparison. Motorbike racing, people playing football, you know, you've got a footballer that trips up on the pitch and he's laid on the ground and he's in pain. So, you know, and then you've got a motorbike rider who comes off at 150 plus mile an hour, rolls down a mountain, breaks his back, dislocates his knee and busts his arm, and he wakes up in hospital and his concern is when can he get back on the bike. You know, there's no comparison. There was a guy who came off in MotoGP, and he came off and he climbed over a barrier back into the pits and he got on his second bike. So why do you have a Mong for a son? Jeez. Do I own a vibrator? No, I don't. I mean, my electric shaver makes a vibrating noise, if that helps. Anyway, you're gone now anyway. See you later. Greetings from San Francisco. Big respect all the way from San Francisco. Every time I think of San Francisco, I think of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, San Fierro. I don't quite understand the jokes from the chat. Can you explain?
Люди пытаются писать глупые комментарии в чате.
Nah, they got now better to do, bro. But I find it funny.
У них нет жизни и им нечем заняться. Поэтому они приходят в мою трансляцию и говорят глупости в чате трансляции.
There you go. Yeah, probably.
Прошло время ложиться спать. Мама Матте Сусан. Я забанил их в чате, чтобы они больше не могли комментировать.
Holy moly.
Святые угодники, сделай роллы. Скуби-руби-буби-дуби.
Anyway, we are nearly 1 a.m, so I am going to cut from this. We got definitely sidetracked. I got interested in translating things into Russian. So respect to people who have locked in and not left stupid comments. So we've got the 4th of October. We've got Ultimate Bounce. So there we go. So yeah, like, comment, share, all of that stuff. I'll be doing more gig announcements soon when they come through, and yeah, we'll do some more lives on the decks as well. I lack on doing that on YouTube, and we'll do some more FL Studio bits as well. I've just started another tune tonight actually. I've got to just go over the bass though. But yeah, I think it was this one. But yeah, one of my favourite tunes growing up, the original to this. I've only just very basically started it, as you can see. But yeah. Yeah, so that's all I'm gonna show you. But that's what I've been doing at the moment. But it's in the very early stages, and you won't get into trouble for the noise. Um,
Они не против шума, если он не слишком громкий. Так что уровень, который у меня есть, меня вполне устраивает. Это было похоже на ночной клуб. Я бы получил выговор.
So yeah. Anyway, make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to share. See you soon.